Welcome to this episode of Island by Film. My name is Wes. Today we're going to be talking about some of the features that I would love to see in the new successor to the X100V. Many people are calling it the Fuji X100R. Well, first of all, the naming convention of the new Fuji X100 has not been released yet. So there are a number of sites online, including Fuji X Rumors. They've alluded to the fact that they are assuming it's going to be the Fuji X100R. I like the sound of that. Let's just go with that for the purpose of this video. But the point of this video is to actually go through some of the things I'm looking forward to about the new camera without even knowing what's even happening with the new camera. So I've got 8 items I want to go through one by one, highlighting my personal wish list for the new upcoming replacement to the Fuji X100V. This camera has really made me fall in love with photography in a whole new way. I used to be a wedding shooter. I used to carry the Canon gear. And then from there, I graduated into a Fuji X Pro 2. And for whatever reason, I wasn't inspired by the X Pro 2. And about 3 years ago, I decided to sell the X Pro 2 and find myself an X100V, which obviously was well before the shortages that people are experiencing during the pandemic, of course, and now post-pandemic. It's almost impossible to buy one of these things brand new in a box. But this camera, I absolutely love it. I love the lines of this camera, the weight of the camera. It feels substantial in your hand, but it's so easy to pack around, just take on the streets and photograph. It's unassuming. For the genre of photography that I love to shoot, which is street photography, people just don't really even seem bothered by you when you're carrying a camera like this versus something a lot larger. So I love the camera. Images that come out of the camera are spectacular, but I'm looking forward to its replacement. There's a few things I'd love to see, and if Fuji comes out with these things, I will be the first in line. If any of them, if they come out half of these things, I'll be the first in line to put my pre-order down for the new Fuji X100R. Okay, here's my wish list of 8 items that I would love to see on Fuji's successor to the X100V. These are in no particular order. These are just items that I think personally would make this camera an even better camera going forward. So item number 1, love to see a titanium body. Why? Because it's premium. It'll make the camera a bit lighter, but I would love to see the Durablack finish. That Durablack finish on the X Pro 3, I'll show you a picture right here on it, is absolutely gorgeous. That Durablack finish, obviously that Dura portion of the finish toughens up the exterior of the camera. So Fuji, if you're hearing me clearly, I would love to see the Fuji X100R in Durablack finish. Wishlist item number 2, 1 GB at a minimum internal storage on the next Fuji X100. Why do you ask? I don't know about you, but plenty of times I've left the house, got out to where I want to shoot, found that I don't have an SD card in the camera. Now, it sounds like a me problem there, but Fuji, why can't you add 1 GB of internal storage? You look at the Ricoh GR3, they have internal storage, and that camera is considerably smaller than the Fuji X100V. Might bring the cost up a slight bit, but what a convenience feature that would offer to offer at least 1 GB of internal storage, so that if you head out and you happen to forget an SD card, or you fill up an SD card and you need to shoot just a little bit more, I think that would be a great feature. Wishlist item number 3, IBIS, in-body image stabilization. I would love to see IBIS built in to the new replacement for the X100V. Love to see IBIS in this camera. The X-T5, which is a brilliant camera, that X-T5 has 7 stops of in-body image stabilization. Fuji, give us at least 5. 5 stops of in-body image stabilization would make street shooting even that much better. So that's my 3rd pick. Wishlist item number 4, more film simulations. I love the film simulations already built into this camera, but Fuji has also released 2 additional ones in cameras that have been made more recently. One of them being nostalgic negative. I would definitely take it in this camera. Number 2, I would love to see the new Realifilm simulation that just came out on the GFX 100 Mark II. That would be fantastic. We'll take that. And Fuji, you might as well throw another curveball in the mix and give us a brand new one, just so we have more options. I can't get enough of the film simulations. I'd like to have even more. This next one is probably, maybe not the most important, but probably one of the most important ones. Wish list item number 5, give us an X-Pan crop in camera. The 65x24 Hasselblad X-Pan crop size would be amazing. I know you would sacrifice some resolution as a result, but I'm willing to do that as selected. So please, Fuji, build that into the camera. I know you can. It's in your GFX line. Why can't you put it in the new Fuji X100R? That would be a game changer for me. I would shoot X-Pan crop mode often. So Fuji, let's do that one. That would be fantastic. Okay, wish list item number 6. This one here will go hand in hand with wish list item number 5, which was the X-Pan crop mode. Put the 40 megapixel sensor in the X100R. That would be amazing. The R could stand for resolution. Just saying, I'd love to see that there. That would make even the X-Pan crop mode that much more appealing for people. So 40 megapixel sensor on a small street style camera like the X100 would be fantastic. It would be amazing for cropping into scenes. Fuji, I need to have that 40 megapixel sensor in this compact camera body. Let's make that one happen too. Okay, let's round it off. I've got 2 more wish list items left. These last 2 are white whale items. Don't know if they're possible to even put in these cameras, but I'm gonna mention them anyway. Number 1, let's make the Fuji X100R a true zone focus camera. Let's put a depth of field scale and zone focus markings on the lens of this camera so that we can actually look down in an instant and see where we're focused at. That way the optical viewfinder all of a sudden becomes way more usable in the process. I know it's in the EVF, but I would love to see it on the lens, Fuji. So if you can make that kind of magic happen, it will be an incredible, incredible feature on this camera. You might even steal a few Leica customers away from Leica. Anyway, Fuji, please make the X100R a true zone focus camera. That'd be fantastic. And last feature, wish list item number 8, Fuji faster lens. Love to see a faster lens on the X100R. Possibly we could call it the X100R Noct edition, possibly something with 0.95 aperture. I know that's likely not possible, but 1.8, 1.4 would be fantastic. Might make the lens a little bit larger, but you could then get the option of shooting really nice shallow depth of field portraits. So Fuji, that would be a great feature to add to this camera. Maybe you could potentially offer 2 options. You could offer a 23 millimeter with the standard f2 lens, and then maybe go to a 35 1.4. So offer people 2 options. I might even consider buying both, just have both in my bag. I love these cameras so much. So that is my 8 wish list items for the new replacement for the Fuji X100V, rumored to be the Fuji X100R. So Fuji, hope you're listening. I want to hear from you. What are the features you'd love to see on the new replacement for the Fuji X100V? Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you again.